Auguste Comte was one of the first writers to argue both that we could and should study society scientifically. In this video, I'm going to look at how his positivistic approach relates to the study of society. Positivism sees scientific knowledge as based only on either observable phenomena or logical deduction. To have scientific knowledge of society, we need then to have observable phenomena. Comte rejects claims that we can directly use internal phenomena, that is, individual conscious experience, or self-introspection as the basis of scientific knowledge. Rather, he sees this type of self-exploration as leading only to personalized abstraction. He also points to the lack of progress in understanding society from these approaches. Individual conscious experience is not directly observable. So for Comte, it does not provide the phenomena needed for scientific knowledge. Luckily, Comte sees conscious beings as being the source of two types of observable phenomena. Our conscious experiences correspond to brain states. For example, when you're focused on watching this video, that is a conscious act, there is a measurable brain activity which is associated with it. That is an observable phenomena. Comte says we can study and map the location in the brain where there is increased activity during conscious experience. If I had a PET scanner, even though I cannot see your conscious experience of watching the video, I could measure your brain activity while you're watching it. Although brain states are related to conscious experience because they involve the physical aspects of the body, Comte sees the study of these physiological changes as falling into the area of biology. The other source of observable phenomena arising from people are the results of our actions, which Comte sees as phenomena which show the fulfillment of our conscious intentions. As Comte says, it is at once evident that no function can be studied but with relation to the organ that fulfills it, or to the phenomena of its fulfillment. Our mental functions cannot be observed during their operation, but only in their results, more or less immediate and more or less durable. Sociology focuses on the study of society. Because the aspects of society are always interconnected, Comte holds that the scientific study of society must study societies as whole entities, rather than analyzing them or studying them in their parts. Comte sees the history of a society as illustrating the fulfillment of the conscious experiences of a people. For Comte, history provides the observable social phenomena that can be used to study societies. But historical analysis is only one approach for examining a society. Given his historical period, before the advent of any of the social sciences, and before the field of experimental psychology, and his focus on studying societies as whole entities, Comte did not appreciate the range of studies a focus on the results of our actions could allow for. The observable objects that are the fulfillment of our internal intentions include everything people do, say, or write, any objects created by people, including images or videos, and all human behavior. Although Comte does not discuss qualitative research, the objects that result from the fulfillment of our conscious intentions would include all forms of qualitative data. One way to think of a data collection instrument is that it confronts a person with a request for a response, like when a researcher asks a participant a question. The person acts, for example, they may give an answer, which is the fulfillment of their conscious intention. This action results in an observable phenomenon, maybe even in a durable form, like a recording of an interview. Researchers can then study and share this observable and more or less durable phenomena. For Comte, there's two potential approaches for studying society. The first is the positivist approach, focused on the objects, i.e. the phenomena that result from the fulfillment of our intentions. This would include the study of history or historical facts. The other approach is the rationalist, internal, individual conscious-focused types of studies. This would include a focus on internal phenomena. rationalization, personal introspection, and utopian thinking. The power of positivism is even more highlighted once we think of the wider range of observable phenomena that social scientists will come to study, including things people say, things people write, images or videos people create, any object created by people, responses people give to things, for example, if they were completing a survey, and their human behaviors. Some later writers attempt to directly study internal conscious experience. But it's hard to do this type of investigation empirically without falling back on relying on objects or external phenomena that reflect our conscious intentions. By staking out this ground for positivistic inquiry, Comte captures most of what we think of today as data within the social sciences. Given the usefulness of the methods of investigation used within the other branches of science, for example, observation and experimentation, it's not surprising that Comte would propose researchers try to adopt and adapt these approaches in the new field of studying society. Borrowing from biology, he also advocates the use of comparative analysis. But Comte is clear that society is its own realm of knowledge, with its unique and complex subject matter. A claim that we'll discuss again in the next playlist, Comte does not see the different areas of knowledge being collapsible into each other. While Comte suggests the adoption of methods from the natural sciences, it's clear that sociology needs to adapt these methods or adopt new ones to suit its unique subject matter. The appropriate methods must match the subject matter, and society is the most complex subject matter that Comte sees as ready for a positivistic approach. For example, Comte sees experiments in the study of society not being something initiated by a researcher. Rather, societal experiments occur naturally when the regular course of a phenomena is interfered with in its determined matter, like occurs during times of social revolution. Most social scientists would agree then with Comte's positivism. Society should be studied based on analyzing observable objects and phenomena that reflect human actions, rather than being based on introspection or speculative rationalizations. Still, most social scientists deny that they are positivists. The question is, which parts of Comte's position will later authors reject or move away from? This question gets at the heart of many of the developments in the social sciences over the next 200 years. In the next video, I'll start to address where people disagree with Comte. Thanks for watching.